We got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot, fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't let nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Call me a river to do with the shit.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Saturday. It is week 1 of college football. We are so excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to the Betting News Network. This is BETSPRESSO in the AM. That is Shaggy Betts. That is NZ. That is Trizzy Betts. My name is Sweatpan Jesus. So stoked to have you guys with us. Give it to us. Give it to us. Let's go. Let's go. We already got Goats in chat. Excited to have you guys with us. Thanks for tapping in with us today. It's a beautiful Saturday. College football is officially back, baby. We had a great college football slate yesterday. Thursday and Friday, both slates were actually pretty decent, but today, boys, the gauntlet is back. The vibes are high. We are going to dive in and talk all about college football with you guys today. We're also going to talk about some stuff on the pitch. No violence today, but we couldn't keep Trizzy away. He's here. He's got some plays for us on the gridiron as well. So we're so stoked to have you guys with us. We dropped some motherfucking dubs in the chat. If you guys are ready for a huge day of college football, it's gonna be fun to talk through all of this stuff with you guys as well. This is brought to you by BetOnline. Thanks for tapping in with us and get involved with BetOnline with a $1,000 deposit bonus with that QR code right above Mr. Shaggy Betts' head, right over there. You guys can bet everything. You can bet college props if you can't bet college props in the state that you live in, like I can. Shaggy's got some plays on the college prop department. So lots of the dog days are no more. This is the energy we need. This is the energy we need. Right, we made it here, baby.
We're back.
We're fucking back, gentlemen. How we doing today? You guys ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah,
yes, sir. Unfortunately, Massachusetts is also one of those states I can't bet college football props, but it's really a shame. But it's all good. We're gonna make some money. In other
guess what though, Trizzy? If you go to BetOnline, you can. Just so you know.
Ooh, I did not
Big
know
news.
that.
Yeah, I know. I learned it myself a couple days ago.
Yeah, and I'm an avid user of BetOnline. I love their UFC lines. It's like everywhere else moves 20 cents, BetOnline stays the same.
Yeah, brother. You can bet college props and so much more at BetOnline. Obviously, you can bet a lot of stuff on a lot of different books. But if you're in a state like Trizzy is in Massachusetts, like myself in Tennessee, wherever you are across the country, if you can't bet college props on your other books, on BetOnline, you can. So if you guys like a prop or something like that, Shaggy's going to talk about a couple when we get there in just a few minutes. Be sure to lock him in over at BetOnline. Chat, also, we are going to be doing a giveaway today, so be sure to hang out with us for the rest of the show. We are going to be doing a giveaway of a brand new sweater because it might be hot outside right now, but trust me, in like 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to start to be a little bit of a chill in the air, and you're going to need a sweater to keep you nice and cool, nice and warm when that happens. So be sure to hang out for the rest of the show. We're going to do that near the end, but got a lot to get to today. Let's go ahead and dive straight in. You guys, we're bringing back probably one of my favorite segments that we do on the show, Shaggy's Fastest 2 Minutes, which is basically Shaggy Betts talking for 2 straight minutes. We're going to put him on the timer, and he's going to give us every single play he has locked in today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to give us his 2 minutes of glory. And then we're going to talk about a little bit of everything on the college football slate today, a little bit of everything on the pitch as well, and everything starts in the next 50 minutes. So there's a lot of games that are going to be kicking off here at 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. If there's something that you guys like that we're listening to, you might want to go lock it in while we're talking about it, because by the time this show is ending, things are going to be kicking off. So sit back, relax, let's fucking party, and let's get into it. Shags, you want to go ahead and just lead us off and just dive straight in to the 2 minutes?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Seven plays. Probably won't need all 2 minutes, so we'll make this one quick for sure.
All right, let me pull up the timer here. Get us rocking and rolling, because chat.
These are all on bettingnews.com. I've scribbled about all these plays, all out there for free on my Twitter as well, and they will all be posted nice and neatly on my Twitter here shortly. So don't worry if you don't catch them all, but I'll bring them up on screen as well. We'll see how we do.
Okay. All right. I've got the timer ready.
Yep.
We have the horn after 2 minutes. Chat, are you ready?
Don't need it, chat. I'm quick.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Starting off, we're going across the pond over to England. Nice in the capital of London. Manchester City taking on West Ham. We're taking Man City to keep a clean sheet at plus 150. If you want to add on their money line, you can get plus 165. They're probably going to win that game. West Ham is not going to score 2-0 or 3-0 correct score. Book it now. Moving on to college football, what everybody's here for. 11 a.m. sharp. Penn State, West Virginia in Morgantown. Tough place to play. We are going
You have
under
90 seconds.
1.5. These offense is going to be a little rusty. Tough, nitty-gritty game in Morgantown. Give me the under. Going down south to the swamp, Miami and Florida. We're also going under in this one. Same thing. Defenses are going to come to play. Tough place to play in the swamp, but Graham Mertz is going to go over his 237.5 passing yards for the Florida Gators, who are going to be chomping today. Shout out my man Colby for that one. Favorite play of the day down in
You have 1 minute.
The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, they are not going to be fighting today. Under 22.5 on their team total. Paid a little bit of juice. Does not matter. Texas A&M, this defense is nice. New defensive coach going against his old QB. Best in the country, one of the top defenses in the country. We're taking the Aggies to stop them under on the team total. And last but not least, in the big house, the Bulldogs are coming to town. Fresno State plus 21. Michigan is going to be
have 30 seconds.
on that championship hangover. They're going to be feeling it. And Mr. Mikey Keene going to be slinging the pill, over 214 passing yards, paid minus 117 for it. Don't care. The Bulldogs are going to be barking in the big house. That's what we got. Have a good Saturday. They're all
With
be on
10
my
seconds.
They're all be on
With
my
10 seconds to spare. With 10 seconds to spare.
Mhm.
I fucking missed that, baby. Let's fucking go. That is everything. Yep. Look at this. Boom, to the moon.
Also got
To the
Super Bowls
fucking moon.
For UFC LSU tomorrow. 2 plays in that one. So go play.
Go check them out at bettingnews.com, guys. You know the deal. Free content all over the website. Get involved. You can read all the scribbles of all of our team over there. Go check it out at bettingnews.com for free. We'll talk a little bit about the game tomorrow, but we also have a show tomorrow, so we'll be able to talk about it a little bit more tomorrow as well. Before we dive in and talk kind of about our favorite plays on the slate, our individual spots that we're kind of looking at some lines and things like that, I just want to show you guys what we're going to be giving away later today. This is our brand new sweater. Football.
Whoa.
Football. Just football, baby.
Yep.
Be sure to hang out until later in the show. We'll be giving it away to one of you guys in the chat, so don't go anywhere. All right, boys. Let's lock in. Let's talk about our favorite plays here. Let's start. Actually, let's go ahead and start with that Florida game, because you mentioned that you have a play in that game. Trizzy also has some thoughts on that game as well. So go ahead and just dive directly into that Florida game. Florida versus Miami. This is the live line on BetOnline. This game is a 2:30 Central kickoff, as you can see on the screen. Miami, Florida. Miami Hurricanes minus 2.5. Florida Gators plus 2.5. I know this line was around 3 or 3.5 earlier this week. The over-under is set at 54. Shags, you kind of talked about it for a second. I'll let Triz go first. Triz, what are you kind of looking at with this game?
So I'm looking at the first half in this game. That's really what I'm trying to target here. Like Shaggy kind of touched on before, the Swamp is a really tough place to play. Miami's using that new communication system where like they're hearing the plays through the helmets. I think it's probably going to affect them in a place like the Swamp. It's Miami, Florida. It's not necessarily a rivalry game. They've played like one time in 10 years, but I mean, it's in state. So you gotta imagine they're going to be kind of fired up to play. There's a lot of hype around Miami's QB that I think his name's Ward, right? He's pretty good, but I looked into some of his like past stuff. He turns the ball over a decent amount. I think maybe if they go in, he can't hear the plays or whatever's going on. I think Florida could come out a little hot. They have that receiver that's like ridiculous, and I just think they could kind of light it up in the first half. Maybe Miami turns it on at the end. So I'm also gonna play Florida first half, Miami full game. It's plus 650 on DraftKings. I don't know what it is on BetOnline. I don't know if they're going to offer that prop, but still, I think it's really wide. I think maybe Florida comes in, starts off pretty hot. Miami starts off really slow, dealing with all new offense, hard to hear, blah, blah, blah. And then Miami probably turn it on, win the game later on. I mean, they're the ranked team for a reason, but I do think Chris Ball is probably a better coach than the guy they have over in Florida. The guy they have over in Florida is kind of, I don't want to say he's kind of playing for his job here, but he's got a short timeline. It's like 4 to 6 games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the seat's getting really toasty over there. So like I said, I just think they're going to come out hot and probably win the first half here, and maybe Miami comes on late, cashes that plus 650 for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing plus 105 for the first half money line on the Gators. And that's a little cheeky sprinkle to take the Gators to win the first half and then Miami to come on and win the second half for plus 650. That's good value there. Jags, you want to talk about this under? Why you're kind of targeting that under?
Yeah, me and Colby both just like the under, kind of for some of the same reasons Trizzy said. It's just
hey, what's up, chat?
Place to go in and play. You've got a transfer QB coming in. Yes, he's good. Yes, he's athletic, dual threat, but again, very hostile environment, new system he's got to learn. The whole microphones in the helmets is new this year, so you got to adjust to that as well. First game, there's going to be some jitters. So yeah, I'm just big on both these defenses. Florida's not going to be one of the top teams in the SEC, but they're still an SEC team. So they're gonna certainly come to play. And then as far as Graham Mertz goes, he's kind of a conservative QB. He only has 3 interceptions in his time at Florida. That was last season. He doesn't have one at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. I think he's going to have more of a green light to really air it out. And this Miami defense, it's solid on all 3 tiers, but the weakest part is certainly their secondary. They're not a team you want to run on. And after losing Trevor Etienne to Georgia, that hinders the Florida's run game already. So I think they turn to Mertz a little bit more. Second year with the program, got to be more comfortable. So I think they let him air it out as well. So yeah. I as far as the side, I have Miami to win the ACC, but I do think they probably drop this game. This is just a tough first week matchup for them.
Colby,
I forgot to touch on it as well. I think Miami's starting 6 new starters on defense. No, Shags?
Something like that. They had a lot of turnover.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of transfers. I think it's 6 or 7 new starters. So that plays into why I'm playing the first half as well.
Hell yeah,
they're good they're good transfers, all 6, 7 of them. But at the same time, things take time.
Chemistry.
To adjust. Yeah, chemistry. If you can't hear either, it's going to make it even worse. Especially when you're trying to make adjustments as audibles are coming, guys are moving and stuff. So yeah, I felt like that definitely needed to be touched on.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I mean, the Swamp, as we know, is a very hostile environment. This place will be fucking rocking today. There's going to be a whole lot of this.
Oh yeah.
On the screen 7,000 times.
It's going to be damping.
You guys can go read. Sounds good to me, baby. Colby actually wrote about this game earlier this week on bettingnews.com. I think he got a little bit of a better number. I think he locked in Florida plus 3.5.
Yep.
So he got the extra point, which, I mean, 3.5 versus 2.5 is a huge deal in college football. So
right.
It really is.
Colby.
That's a big point.
Colby CLV.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can say that about him while he's not here. Real quick about
it. He was telling us about it before week 0. He was telling us about it last Thursday.
Yeah,
that's true.
Next week, Florida plus 3.5.
Yeah. CLV
real
King.
Quick.
Whether it matters or it doesn't, he gets it every time. So.
He does.
Drip too easy. It is. I'm sitting here in Tennessee myself right now, and I am using BetOnline. So get involved. Go check it out. Use the QR code at the top corner of the screen. Scan it with your phone. If you use our deposit bonus of B News, you get $1,000 deposit bonus, and you get $10 dropped into your account. So go check it out.
On this link, too, if you like.
There you go. Bang. Let's go. Anything else on this game? I feel like Florida is like the overall consensus. We like the Florida Gators a little bit more in this situation. That under is kind of interesting as well. Do we want to put that in our parlay? Do we want to throw this Florida, maybe by a point or something, or maybe the under?
I think it's kind of fishy too. Like Miami's the ranked team, and like they have all the hype behind them, but the line's only 2. Like Florida's what is he? I think the Florida coach is 11-14 in his run at Florida or something like that. It's not like they're a great team. I don't know. I think the line's really short too. It's kind of telling.
Yeah.
Are you on? just trying to help this person. Are you on BetOnline? Because if you are, you have to go to the prop builder if that's the case. So
you've got to go to props builder, but it should be on.
Go to the props builder, and you should be able to do both of those things parlayed together. Boom. Let's go. Love to see it.
Wow, 237.5 for even money. There you go. Even better.
Bang.
I paid.
There you go. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is a little bit of a later game in the afternoon. Yeah, as Kadar said, 3:00 at the Swamp just sounds like absolute ass. It's probably fucking muggy and nasty down there right now.
Should be a weather report.
I didn't really think of that. That might play into the under as well. Cramping and stuff like that.
It's gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be hostile. It's
currently 86 degrees in Gainesville. By kickoff, it's going to be up to 92.
Sure.
And the humidity, the humidity.
95% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but that's like a 70-degree breezy day for these guys. They're used to that humidity.
I don't think you ever really get used to it, to be honest.
It won't
like
matter.
you can be used to it.
You're running around sweating, losing those electrolytes in the sun.
Yeah, there's not enough Gatorade in the world.
Make Red Bull for that, baby.
Hydrate.
Red Bull gives you wings. No free ads. Red Bull sponsor us. That'd be great. All right. I'm going to touch on this game really quickly because this game starts at 11. I don't have any, as you guys know, I'm not a big college football guy, but I like this game. I don't know why I like this game. I got a good number on this. Clemson taking on the number 1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. A lot of people are pretty high on Georgia to maybe win it all this year for obvious reasons. The line is 10.5 now. I locked in 12.5, and I used a boost on this to actually make it plus money. I prefer the 12.5 if you can find the 12.5 anywhere, if you can kind of make that happen. I do kind of still like the 10.5. Again, I don't have any expert analysis on this situation. I don't follow college football enough to try to tell you guys that, I love this particular player or that particular player. I just like the line here. I think that Clemson's going to hang around in this game to start the season. Maybe Georgia has a little bit of butterflies coming in as the number 1 team with a lot of expectations. So I know Georgia's a tough place to play, but give me Clemson. I like Clemson to cover. I got 12.5. Like I said, it is down to 10.5. I would still take it there, but I did take 12.5. So, Shags, give me a little bit of backup on a little bit more of an expert analysis besides what I just said.
Well, for starters, it's technically not a home game for Georgia. It's not in Athens. It's in Atlanta. They're playing. They're playing in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, and something else you got going for you is Rusty, Trevor Etienne, the Georgia's running back transfer from Florida, younger brother of Travis. He's going to be suspended. Not playing for this game certainly hinders the Georgia attack. These are 2 teams I wanted to stay far away from in week 1, especially them playing each other. Because I think there's a lot of question marks surrounding both of them. Yes, Georgia's the number 1 team in the country. They've got Carson Beck, the Heisman hopeful, great defense. I don't know though. I just want to see it again this season. As far as Clemson goes, I don't really trust Cade Klubnik at all. I know Dabo's a good coach, and Clemson's a talented team, definitely on the defensive side. But again, another quarterback that I'm not super high on this season. They do constantly underperform since the good old days for the Tigers. So I like it. I think it's a big number. You certainly got a good number with the way it's moving. I have a feeling Georgia finds a way to win this game. Whether or not they cover, I've got no idea. I would lean the under if I had to bet something in this game.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like if this game stays under, then maybe Georgia wins by a touchdown or 10 points.
I think both of these defenses are better than the offenses, especially with ETN sidelined.
Yeah.
Well, and as Trizzy mentioned with the Florida game, the last game, first game of the season, even the teams that are very, very good, that are expected to be good in these situations, there's going to be a little bit of jitters. There's going to be a little bit of rust. There's going to be a little bit of sorting everything out, getting everything rocking and rolling. That might show up on the defensive end where, we're seeing blown coverages and shit like that, or we're seeing it on the offensive end when things aren't quite gelling the way that they're supposed to, the way they drew it up and the way they've been practicing it. So we'll see. I think it's a big number. I like the 12.5, like I mentioned. 10.5 now. I still kind of like that too. But maybe if you want to roll with the under, like Shaggy mentioned, or you could do like a little parlay where you buy 7 points or something and you tease it and maybe take Clemson plus 17.5 and the under 50. I don't know, 56 or 54.5 or something like that. A little teaser if you guys like doing teasers. Do you guys got any other thoughts on this game? Triz, NZ, do you guys got any thoughts on the number one team starting at 11?
I mean, it just you got. I kind of bet the same way with almost like everything UFC or whatever. I just bet teams and whatever. I bet lines. Yeah, I don't bet teams or anything like that. So, in my opinion, I saw this line at 13.5 at one point. Sometimes
I think it's where it opened.
Yeah, sometimes too much movement isn't good movement unless you're on the original movement. You know what I mean? Like this might be one of those games where it like kind of lands in the middle. If it closes 9.5, I'd be like, all right, they're definitely winning by 10 or something like that, something stupid like that. That's just what I would think. I don't really have a lean on either side. I mean, Georgia's really good, but like that was a really big number at opening, but 10.5 is not 13.5. It's not 12.5. It's almost, it's like a really different bet. So
100%.
Just my thoughts.
And I feel like in college football, college basketball too, Shags, when you guys get deep into college basketball, those 3 to 4 to 5 point moves are huge. The amount of times that it lands right in the dead center of those or right on the top of where the line closes and you got the original good value is massive. So yeah. So seeing it move to 10.5 was a little not sketchy, but I don't like the 10.5 as much as the 12.5, as you mentioned. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but
like you're saying, like the 4, you're on the right numbers. You know what I mean? Now it's not necessarily the right number. You know, so it's like we're saying, it's a whole different bet entirely. You know,
I personally think if you like Clemson now, you just cheer for them. You hold off. You miss the number. Just root for the Tigers.
I agree.
I would agree with that too.
So.
All right, then let's stick with college football, and we'll close with NZ and Shags talking about some stuff on the pitch, which should be fun because there's a big game over in the UK today. But let's stay with college football. Kind of last big matchup that we're going to talk about and spend some time on is Shaggy's POD in this Notre Dame Texas A&M game. 2 ranked teams going head to head. This game is later tonight. Notre Dame is 3-point favorites right now over Texas A&M. The over under is 47. But Shags is don't care about the under. Shags don't care about the number right now. What are we looking at, Shags?
Notre Dame team total under. This is my favorite bet of the day. Under 22.5 for minus 130 is what I found earlier in the week. Yeah, I'm okay if it's 21.5. You know, for minus 115, if you'd rather go that route, as long as you get the 21 plus the hook, you should be safe. We have Notre Dame goes into Texas A&M, goes into College Station, very, very hostile environment, very, very tough place to play. Texas A&M has a new coach, Mike Elko, very, very defensive-minded, inheriting a very, very good defensive unit that's already got a ton more transfers, boosting to a unit that's going to be one of the best in the country, certainly one of the best in the SEC. Mike Elko last year coached at Duke University. The starting quarterback for Notre Dame this year, Riley Leonard, played last season at Duke University. He is going up against his former head coach, knows all the tricks, knows what bugs him, knows how to get inside his head with one of the top defensive units in the country in one of the most hostile environments. I don't see I love the full game under in this game, but looking at it deeply, I don't see Notre Dame scoring more than 3 touchdowns. I think the Aggies get to this guy. Riley Leonard's also coming off an injury as well, new system. There's a lot more pressure playing for Notre Dame football than there is for Duke football. And I think he's really going to feel that pressure today on the road at Kyle Field. So give me the Aggies defense to come to play. Notre Dame team total under or whatever the number is, as long as you can get 21.5. Favorite play on the board today.
Yeah.
Sorry, Irish. You're not fighting.
Do you think this Texas Tech? Do you think this Texas A&M defense has a chance to be the best defense in the country this year?
I do. They'll be up there with Georgia. They'll be up there with Georgia for top in the country for sure. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
real quick, just to answer the question in the chat.
Ohio State will certainly be one of the best defense as well. Ohio State, Texas A&M, and Georgia probably going to be the top 3 defenses in my eyes. I might be leaving someone out.
Nice. Drip too easy. I just answered it in the chat for you. But there you go. Boys, you got any thoughts on this game? Any more anything to mention for this one? Shaq's covered it pretty well.
I think Texas A&M will have the most hole-in-ones by shooting 50% from 3. My gut. That's what my gut's telling me.
W gut.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Lock.
Yeah, great read. Great read. Easy. Great read, wrong results. All right. Guys, if you haven't tapped in with Shaggy Bets, right now is the time to do it. He's covering a lot of college football throughout the entire season. He's got a lot of scribbles out there at Betting News. There's a lot of information as well at Betting News for free for you guys, so go check it out. Right now is the time to get involved. We'll be live with you guys every day. As always, every Saturday, we'll be going through every single line, getting involved with you guys. But go check it out. Go follow Shags. Get involved with what he's got going on. So, all right, let's swing to the pitch. The other football that is happening today, big matchup. Arsenal did not get the job done earlier today. They drew, but that was okay. I thought they were going to win. That red card really kind of fucked them in the second half. But they held on for a draw. However, let's talk about the number 1 team in the EPL, Man City, taking on West Ham. The live line, as you guys can see, I think Man City's going to get the job done here. Shags wrote about this game, but Inzi's POD is in this game, so I'll let Inzi kind of kick us off. What are you kind of seeing in this one, brother?
So we're going to take the man right there in that picture there to score a goal. So you're going to see anywhere between minus 140, minus 145 against West Ham. He's got 4 goals in his last 4 games. He didn't get a goal in his last game of last year versus them, but that does not concern me. He's got 4 goals so far. I think it's 2 matches or 3 matches this year, and he's coming off a hat trick. Going with what Shags had said, if you want to throw the money line in this, because I do also think that they win this game very easily, you get like a plus 102 on BetOnline. So that's definitely worth playing. And then why not go to the diamond a little bit here too? I feel like now's the time when people stop looking at it and there's little nooks and crannies to find. Nolan Arenado for 2+ total bases playing the Yankees. They're playing a horrible pitcher today, Will Warren. He's got an over 9 ERA. He's looking like a big turkey tosser there. He's let up 10 home runs in over only 89 plate appearances. Nolan's hit his bases against him in the last 4 straight games. I believe if he's not batting third, he's batting the cleanup spot. I like this today. We're going to take the 2+ bases. You're getting great value on it at plus 115. No need to get greedy. If you want to sprinkle the home run, you can. I'm not gonna, because I always get burned. But
that might be a good little lotto entry. I could be down to throw a home run prop in the lotto. Why not? Ooh. Or maybe 4 bases, 3 bases. We'll get there.
This Will Warren guy looks like straight doo-doo. I'm not very familiar with him, and I should be as a Yankee fan, but whew, man, he does not look very good.
He's stanky. Swinging back to the pitch. Shags, I know you wrote about this game. You mentioned it in the fastest 2 minutes in the beginning. You guys can go peep the scribbles, because this game starts at 11:02, doesn't it?
11:30. We got an hour.
11:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
11:30 Central.
What's your take on this Man City game?
Yeah, so this is going to be in West Ham. West Ham should know they're outmanned. It's Man City. I don't think I've seen lineups come out quite yet, but Man City's JV can beat anybody. So West Ham should be playing very conservative in my mind, and that's not going to leave much room for them to attack. I took Man City to keep a clean sheet at plus 150. I think we're getting a great number here. The books kind of think there's going to be lots of goals in this game. I think there will be from one side, just the Man City side. It's the same as West Ham team total under a half. We don't need Man City to win. If it's a 0-0 draw, we'll actually cash our bet. If you want to add Man City, you can get some extra 15 cents or whatever. But I just don't see West Ham's offense producing at all. The Man City backline is rock solid. As great as their attack is, their backline is phenomenal as well. I see West Ham spending the entire game chasing the ball and trying to stop Man City from scoring, leaving them no room to attack on their side. Both teams to score plus money as well. However you want to attack this, this is how I went. Little half unit for me on the pitch. But yeah, I think Man City shuts them out 2-0 or 3-0 plus 800 or plus 1,000, whatever you guys want to go with. That's what we got.
Look correct. There you go.
He said,
maybe even a hat trick like he started the season. You never know.
the Stony
Interesting
Brook
that. I think it might just be trolling. Interesting that to keep it clean sheets plus 150, but both teams to score no is plus 112. You're losing like 38 cents of value on the same bet, pretty much.
Right. And, that was on BetOnline. That's the best on the market. And even the same bet, like West Ham's team total under a half was like plus 135. And it's the same bet. I don't get how those numbers aren't exact.
That doesn't. I don't understand that because that's literally the exact same bet. It's just the verbiage is different.
Exactly.
So and we talk about this a lot with UFC sometimes, Triz. Like they kind of get you sometime with the verbiage on different books as well. Like they'll kind of change it around and throw 20 or 30 cents the other direction, trying to just throw you off a little bit. It's the same exact bet.
Right.
Guys, don't go anywhere. In just a few minutes, we're going to give away one of these bad boys because football. So don't be sure to keep tapping in, drop some dubs if you guys are enjoying the show so far. Real quick, we don't have a graphic for this one, but let's touch on there is a WNBA game before we cook the parlay. Sun taking on the Mystics. As NZ said, this is kind of a bunsy game. It's 8.5 point spread. The Sun should probably get the job done here. The Mystics are not going to do anything the rest of the season. It's a big number, though. NZ wrote about this game. You guys can go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com. But real quick, before we cook the parlay, any thoughts? What is your kind of seeing for this game?
I'm torn now the more I look at this game because the Sun have been so up and down. I mean, they should win this game without a doubt. They're playing pretty much the worst team in the league, definitely the worst team in the East. But they're on a 3-game winning streak, which is very odd for them. I don't see them winning this game. 8.5 points is starting to look a lot. So now I'm starting to lean a little bit the other way, and I'll just be transparent. My scribbles is with the Suns, or with the Sun rather, not the Suns. So now I'm kind of on the fence. They've been sloppy. I could see the Mystics keeping this game close, but I could also see the Sun kind of running away with it at the end there. So if they keep it close all game. So I do think the Sun win this game. Obviously, there's no value on the money line. Torn, what do you think, SPJ?
Parlay piece. Yeah, I was going to try to find a prop in this game that I liked or something because I just wanted to contribute something that wasn't college football, but I didn't like this game at all. This game sucks. I think the Sun, this honestly, dude, it looks like a big letdown spot for the Sun because it's the only game on the slate today. They just lost to the Fever. They got a game tomorrow.
They were back to back.
Yeah. The scheduling committee for the WNBA is
W scheduling.
We talked about it on the W show. I hope that whoever you are, the person that was responsible for the scheduling of the WNBA, just get your LinkedIn filled out because you ain't gonna have a job at the end of the season.
Up with that. The NHL was the same way.
His job's only going to get harder, or their job is only going to get harder as this league.
More teams, exactly, 100%.
I think it's because they. Yeah, exactly. Number 5, please. I think they just the thing is they haven't with the NHL, like you mentioned, Shags, which is a good point. A couple seasons ago, or maybe last year before last season.
Horrendous.
I think what happens is the league grows so much, and then in the season, as the season progresses, the increase in liking or watching of the league and viewership of the league grows exponentially throughout the season. But they've already established who the person is, and they set the schedule to start the season. So they kind of fuck themselves by doing that at the beginning, and then they can't fix it throughout the season.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like we've seen it a couple seasons in a row that it's just been bad. There was
with the NHL.
Yeah, because they would have 12 to 14 games on Tuesday and then one on Wednesday, and then 3 on Thursday, 2 on Friday, and a big Saturday.
No, you're right.
Absolutely.
You're right. It was all messed up.
I don't know how hard that job is. It might be a very hard job.
I was about to say.
I feel
they didn't ask us.
I feel like we should figure it the hell out.
I think it probably also the thing that we don't realize is it has to do with TV deals a lot of the time because of the certain games have to be on certain days. Also, scheduling can be turned into a nightmare from November to February because a lot of those teams split their arenas with basketball teams.
And they've
got having to
other events. I get that. But I don't.
Yeah. No, but it's buns. And the WNBA person, whoever you are, you're probably a wonderful human being, but you suck at your job.
Damn stack betting player props. Let's go. Shout out BetOnline.
Let's go, baby.
Player props here.
There you go.
Best in the biz, baby. Seriously. If you can't bet college props wherever you guys are living, go check it out at BetOnline. Speaking of, let's cook a parlay. And we haven't predetermined. And honestly, we're gonna post the graphic when we finish the show, but something might have already started. So you guys being here live with us on the show, you're gonna get to lock it in with us right now. If you don't see the graphic later today. Hobie.
I know he's just short. He's just mad he's short. That's why.
Wait,
all right,
Trizzy, are you calling someone short, bro?
Short kings abusing each other.
Oh, that's the joke. I'm glad you caught on, brother. Like,
I can't wait to give you a big old hug and just envelop you.
Man.
It's gonna be great.
man.
We didn't hit our lay yesterday. We went 2 for 3. Ron came on and gave a WSL job, but didn't the receiver didn't quite get the job done. However, the other 2 plays that Sook and I had smacked. But let's hit a lay today, boys. Let's make it very hittable. I'm down to honestly keep it on the gridiron and just roll with some college football. I do like that Arenado play from NZ, but maybe we throw that in the lotto. But I think we just stick with some college football stuff. Shags, I like your Notre Dame under team total.
Yep.
I'd be down. I know it's your POD. I'd be down to throw that in here. Gents, what do you guys think about that? I know Shags, it's his POD, so I don't know if we need to overthink it too much, but
We could do like a full game under too. If
You said it was the team total under, right?
yeah, Notre Dame's team total under. It'd be a
For
well.
me, I'm just tailing here, so you guys
Sure.
you guys tell
That's
me
fine.
which way to go.
That's
Do you guys-
that's the one. If I was giving
Shags, would you prefer the team total, or do you want to maybe diversify a tiny bit and take the full game under?
Are you booking this on BetOnline?
I am. I'm seeing 47 for the for the game total, and then I'm seeing 21.5 for the for Notre Dame for the team total.
Let's do 47. Let's just do the full game. I'm not worried
Okay.
about Texas A&M going over that number either.
Okay.
What
Cool.
time is this, Matt?
This is a 6:30
6:30,
Central,
yes. Central.
so a little later.
There were so many
Um,
games. There it is.
hmm
Well, it's like,
Now, I think we do something in the Florida-Miami game. I like Trizzy's first half money line of Florida. I don't hate that bet,
I don't hate
for,
that either.
especially for plus money.
I almost like that better than the current spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't take
Mhm.
Florida 2.5 or 2. We can't do that. You know what
Especially
I'm
when you
saying?
knew
So-
3.5 was out there.
and I personally think they have a better chance at winning the first half than they do it of the full game. You know, They might
100%.
in the end.
There's definitely a scenario where they come out hot. Miami struggles. Florida goes into the locker room up. Miami makes the adjustments and ends up covering. So
Yeah,
so wait,
exactly.
what's
That's
the
exactly
difference?
what I think is going to happen.
What's the difference of first half winner versus first half three-way?
First half
Thank you, Paul.
three-way. First half three-way, they have to win. You don't push.
you can.
Yeah,
so first
normal
half winner,
first
you can
half.
push.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they're tied,
Draws an option.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
which is what I played because first half winner, even with the push, is still plus money.
Plus money, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like plus 113, I think.
Do you guys want to take the spread for the plus a half just for the cushion, just in case they're tied for the parlay? Or do we want to take the plus 105 for the money line and not be soft?
What's the plus half?
Minus 110.
20. What is it? 20 cents a juice we give up?
Let's take the plus a half.
I kind of that's almost safe. That's safer for a parlay. It's not like
Yeah.
we're really paying juice there.
Exactly. And that way we're not going to have a pushed leg. We'll actually have a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
I mean,
I love that. Great
I
idea.
think as a straight bet, just take Florida money line for the plus
Yes,
105.
Yes, 100%.
Well, minus 110 is fine if you want to go that way too. That's a very bettable
Yeah.
number, regardless.
Yeah, and
but
then you get the win or the tie.
okay. So we got Notre Dame team total or Notre Dame under 47 for the whole game. Florida plus a half in the first half. I'm not going to make you guys bet this Clemson game because neither one of you seem very convinced, which I completely understand. And I don't like the 10.5 anymore.
Yeah, and
and
it's an early one too. Like that starts in 17 minutes. So
I don't want to buy. I also don't want to buy a couple points to play like minus 150 in here, you know? Okay.
Yeah.
We could do Holland to score.
We could.
Let's toss him in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do we that get us up
Feel
to?
good about him to score too.
I'm on Western Kentucky plus 17.5 on the first half too, but I mean I wouldn't entirely recommend that. That's more just betting the market than betting the team. I've never even fucking heard of Western Kentucky, but the market on that first half is fishy.
We talk about it. Is it just because you're just kind of thinking that the line is just funky? Is that why you like it, or is there another reason behind that?
Yeah, because so the spread's like 31.5, right? And the first half spread 17.5 on FanDuel, minus 155.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's when I checked last night. It might have moved now, but when I checked last night, it was minus 155 to over. So whatever, 17 for Alabama to cover 17.5 in the first half. I thought that was incredible. Like, why wouldn't they just move it? Like, why wouldn't it just go to 18.5? Like, it's not like 17.5 is a key number. You know what I'm saying? It's already over 17. 17
Right.
is the key number
Exactly.
in that spot, So it's like, I don't know. I just thought that was really fishy. Alabama, new coach, new everything, blah, blah, blah. Maybe they're just go into half up 14 and then come out second half and really put the dick in. But, I just think it's really fishy. It's like plus 120 or something like that. I took it.
That is the Western Kentucky, man. I went to Western Kentucky for one day.
The Hilltoppers aren't terrible.
I've never heard of Western Kentucky besides Bailey Zappi came from Western Kentucky. So if Bailey Zappi came from Western Kentucky, base knowledge, it can't be that good of a team. So it was kind of I remember when we drafted them, they were like, that was kind of a reach at round 4. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they hang around with Alabama in the first half and really get dick down in the second half. But I just think that 17.5 line is very odd. Maybe they win the first half by 17 exactly.
That's going to be a tight butthole first half, man. But they could, or they totally just win the first half outright, and then you're chilling completely.
Yeah, that's possible too. But Western
Alabama's good. Yeah.
If you want my college
line is
football
stanky, man.
Yeah.
Very stanky. Give me your college
Go
football.
ahead, NZ.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Minus 7.5. It's a homer pick. Don't get me wrong, because that's my team. But I mean, ranked 8th in the country.
That line's gotten too low.
It's gotten too low for your liking.
No, I like Penn State now. I liked West Virginia at like 10.5. But if I was
7.5.
If I was sitting with a West Virginia plus 10.5 ticket, I would bet Penn State minus 7.5 and try to get that. I think that's exactly where that game ends up.
Interesting. That's my 2 cents.
Okay. You know what? Should we let's take Holland out of here. Let's just keep it totally on the gridiron.
Yeah, then I can use this boost I have. Are we doing this? We're doing Western Kentucky first half plus 17.5.
Oh, we're putting that in here too.
17.5? Is it?
I don't know. I'm looking for the game right now. Here, I
want to know. I really do. What does BetOnline have? BetOnline have 17.5.
It's 19.5
on BetOnline.
The first half.
Give me 1 second. That was on the blue book.
That was on the blue book. 19.5.
First half is 19.5 for plus money.
That's cooked, bro. That's cooked. I swear it was 17.5 last night. It was like minus 150 or something.
I'm seeing first half plus 21 minus 105.
That's so cooked. I have 17.5. I lost CLV like a whole shit ton. 4 points in like a night. So cooked.
Okay.
What do you guys think about fading Michigan at home? Taking Fresno plus the 21.
I'm down.
It's because it's still 21 at BetOnline, so we're not getting fucked with like a 20.5 or whatever. I like this Fresno State team. I'm low on Michigan. I mean, that's kind of all the sell job is. They're returning a ton of starters offensively. Michigan's got a ton of holes to plug. You got the championship
New coach,
narrative. Right? Yeah, along with the new coach, new quarterback, new running back. So
20.5.
Wait, do they still have Donovan Edwards over there?
Yeah, they have. They have Donovan Edwards. Yeah,
that boy was kind of good, but I mean, he's not going to carry a team. So
right,
he was never like that good, but he is good.
What's the line? 20.5 or 21.5?
It should be 21.
I'm saying 21 even. Where's this Penn State game? What time does that game start?
Penn State's
I think Michigan wins,
Early
though.
game.
I do think Michigan wins, but 21's a lot of points.
I agree. I think Michigan for sure wins. I think Fresno just easily covers 3 touchdowns.
That's a lot of points.
So if we take,
sorry.
No, you're good, brother. You're good.
Too, got the hangover week 1, new coach. It's just like so many things against them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So guys, we could take Notre Dame, Texas A&M under 47, Florida first half plus the half. So just in case they tie the first half. Fresno State plus 21, Penn State minus 7.5. That's plus 1276.
I'm in. I got to cook it on my phone because my internet is crapping out on me.
10 minutes.
Did you say that you liked that Penn State minus 7.5? I was kind of listening when you were talking about that, and I didn't. I kind of zoned out for a second. Is that what you guys were talking about? The 7.5?
Mm-hmm. I definitely like Penn State at that number for sure.
I like it. I mean, I like it at that number, and I liked West Virginia. I liked West Virginia, and now that number is like, you know what I mean? That's such a weird number. Why is the half still there? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're still giving you a half on Penn State. It's probably going to land in the middle, like something stupid, 9 points or something.
They're going to somehow win by 8 or 9 and have 48 total points and stay under.
Mm-hmm. So we're happy with this?
There it is, 28 to 20. 28 to 20, Penn State in Morgantown. Someone place that bet.
Clip it, mods. All right, so we're happy with this?
Yeah.
Those 4 legs? All right, plus 1276 chat. If you guys would like to rock it out with us, if you guys are looking at BetOnline, with some of you guys in the chat are right now, which is dope. Under 47 for the Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Florida first half plus a half, Fresno State plus 21, Penn State minus 7.5. Let's fucking party.
Full disclosure, I apologize if this thing sells right away. The early game,
Penn State.
It's the first game. I just realized. It's like, shit.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Like NZ sells the parlay, but didn't give a college football pick the whole show.
The whole show, and we forced him to, and that's the pick. Well, Shaggy likes it too, to be fair. So it's backed up.
What were those odds?
Plus 1276.
1276.
I think so. Aloha in the chat is saying he thinks Fresno will be the one that sells it. I believe. Oh no, the Texas A&M game is at the same time as that one, right? That Fresno State game's at like 8 o'clock, I think.
It's at 7:30 Eastern.
Fresno and Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that was the last one, you could always hedge it. You can always hedge. Hedging is always, especially if you got a plus 1,000 on the line, plus 1,200 on the line. I'll always hedge it, especially if I'm on the favorite or something like that. It's like. You guys
absolutely.
We gamble every day. I'm not trying to win the lottery here. I'm trying to make money.
Exactly.
100%. And as always, guys, lock in the parlay with us to have some fun, but bet them all individually. They're all playable numbers. That's how you make money in the long run. You guys know the deal.
Sure.
Real quick, I just want to say to Rusty, if you really want to triple down on the Titans under win total, go ahead, have fun. It's going to be fun rocking that out with you being on the other side of me the entire season. Let's see what happens. Trizzy actually likes that bet, Rusty, by the way. So you can.
I really do. I think Levis is going to have a pretty decent year this year. I really do. I don't know why. I know he wasn't that good like last year, and even in college he wasn't that good. I just feel like he's got like all the intangibles to be like a decent quarterback for that team. Like I don't know why when I watch him play, it reminds me of Ryan Tannehill before he was like robotic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like 2 torn ACLs or whatever. You know what I mean? He just He's just big. He's got a good arm. I don't know. Calvin Ridley kind of catches everything you throw at him. I think they're going to win more games than they're not.
I did not pay Trizzy to say that. That is totally Trizzy's pay for you guys. The funny videos. You know the funny videos where somebody says something and then there's like the side picture of like holding a gun to them like that. Like it's not like that for Trizzy. He actually said that with his own brain, not anything I fucking told him to say. But all right, you guys have hung out with us. Huge college football day. There's so many other games. We're not going to be able to talk about all of them. A lot of them are about to kick off in the next 7 minutes. But in honor of you guys hanging out with us right here for the rest of the show, we're going to do a giveaway of our brand new sweater. It's not really sweater season yet, but it will be very soon. Shags, do you mind helping me out and getting the duckies ready to roll before we get out of here?
Oh, show. Are we just taking
all of you guys in the chat? You will get a chance to win this beautiful new hoodie that we have, which is literally just football. Football right across the chest, baby. So be sure to drop a dub if you guys have enjoyed the show, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We go live every single day. If this is your first time tapping in, give us a follow. Thank you so much. As always, let's see who's gonna win. See who's gonna win.
Bam. Cool.
Brandy's here. He's just been lurking the entire time.
Brandy is in here.
There we go.
Trent Diddy is crazy.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, oh no.
I know.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at all those duckies. Look at all
Look
you
at
guys
all
in the
these
chat.
nuggies.
Let's go. Good luck. 3, 2, 1, quack, quack. Let's get it. Oh, baby. We learned this when we did 7,000 of these in a row. If whatever breaks first ain't winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many names, it's kind of hard to make
Aloha!
out. which one you win.
Wow, they're so close.
Bang! Aloha already has a t-shirt on the way too. Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go.
Winning giveaway after giveaway. My man.
Aloha,
Just-
bang.
I identify as Aloha. Bang. Let's go. All right. Well, congratulations, Aloha. We will get in touch with you. We'll send you a DM and we'll send you one of these bad boys in the mail very soon to get you rocking and rolling, ready for football. Good stuff. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Gents, you got any final words for the kids? Do you guys want to do a lotto today for the vibes for Saturday? Or are we not feeling like we want to do one? What do we
If
think?
we're putting
Eight with
a
my couch
lotto
in
in,
4 minutes.
did we put Western Kentucky in the other one?
No.
No.
It's-
Let's
it's-
put it.
it's what we
If we're
have.
doing a lotto, it's got to go in that. Has to go in that. Stanky
Money
enough.
line?
No. +7. The +17.5 is like +130 or something like. Plus,
19.5.
take it at whatever I took it at. Bring it down.
Oh,
Grab
okay.
plus money
I gotcha.
on it.
Okay. All right. Let's do
You know
this
what
then.
I mean? I got it at
Mhm.
17.5. So if you take it at like 20, it's probably like +130. You know, especially if it's like 21.5 now. I don't know, man.
Nah, Brandy.
I
you're
feel
good. He's scoring or assistant.
I feel like we should do this. Let's take Inzi's Arenado play.
And
Maybe I don't know. Let's look at the 3 bases
bases? 3 bases?
instead of the instead of the Yaba. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
So if we take Arenado for 3 bags, it's +250. That does the job. How do you guys like Holland to score 2 goals?
Oof.
After a hat trick, I feel like that's
I know.
asking a lot.
Yeah, I would prefer to stay away.
It's a
Just
lot,
because I
man.
would hate for that to sell. Hate for it to sell.
Wow, I was expecting you guys to feel really good about that. I was kind of liking that idea, but whatever.
What do you
Plus
think?
360.
Shags?
Huh?
I said, what do you think about the 2+ goals?
I don't like it.
No.
No.
If he didn't just have a hat trick, I'd say yeah, because he scored. Like he has a lot of multi-goal
Yeah.
games, but after a hat trick is like.
What do you guys think
Probably
about
gonna
first
score
goal
plus
first goal score plus 290?
Okay, I could get behind.
I would
I
rather
like
do
that.
that.
Yeah,
I could get behind that.
you get behind that. You know, it's a lotto.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of we're putting a team that we lost 4 points of CLV on.
That's true. Okay.
Internet.
Let me see here. Let me find this West Virginia Alabama game. Here we go.
Buddy.
First half. I can't buy the first half spread, I don't think.
You can't buy it now. It's
No,
plus
you can't.
19.5.
You just take the plus 19.5 or plus money. Arenado for 3 bases, Holland first goal scorer, and Western Kentucky plus 19.5 is plus 26.84. Yes, no, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
I like
I'm
that.
just trying to get. I can't even get my stuff to work. My internet is like dying.
Bugging out. All right, we'll lock that in then.
Keep-
Just have some fun today.
Yep, that's
Arenado.
Sprinkle. You know, cup of coffee.
Dust, cup of coffee for the vibes. Nolan Arenado for 3 bases. Erling Holland from Man City to be the first goal scorer, and then Western Kentucky plus 19.5. If you guys want to ride that out for the vibes, Scooby loves it, or is that Fredward? I can't tell.
This is Freddie.
Hi, Freddie. All right, I'm locking it in. Bing bong.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. Let's have a freaking Saturday. The BetSPRESSO 4 scrolling at the bottom of the screen in honor of college football being back all on the gridiron. You guys can lock it in with us. Get involved. This game starts literally in like 2 minutes. So go and lock it in right now. Last chance. Notre Dame, Texas A&M under 47. The Florida first half plus a half, or you can take the money line if you want. Penn State minus 7.5, and then Fresno State plus 21 plus 12.76. Lock it in. Have a motherfucking Saturday, chat. We appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us today for BetSPRESSO in the morning time on Saturdays. We are so back, boys. We are so back.
Let's make some money
is-
today.
Let's make some fucking money today. Go follow Trizzy Bets. Go follow Inzy. Go follow Shaggy_Bets. And go follow myself at SweatPanJesus. Go follow all of us at Your Betting News, guys. You guys know the deal. Go to bettingnews.com for free every single day. Get involved with everything we got going on. And go check out our partners at BetOnline to bet on college props and so much more with the $1,000 deposit bonus right at the top corner of the screen. Hell yeah. Week from today, you guys will be watching this live and in color. We'll be all together in Chicago. Can't fucking wait. Have a kick-ass rest of your Saturday. Let's make some money today. Everybody wait for the kids. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a spectacular Saturday. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know y'all be loving this shit
what you
right
know
here.
about rolling
What you gonna do?
rolling
What you gonna do, nigga?
down in the rolling
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
what you know about